Nail biting in Philadelphia. What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nice No One coming, guys, another video coming at you guys with my Eagles Cowboys post-game recap. So the Eagles defeat the Dallas Cowboys by a score of 28-23. This is the first time that Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts played each other since 2021. If you remember last year, the first meeting against the Cowboys in Philadelphia, the game in which the Eagles won, the Eagles, Jalen Hurts was going up against Cooper Rush. And then the second meeting between the Eagles and the Cowboys in Dallas last year, the Eagles were without Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got hurt. He got hurt the game prior against the Bears, and at the time, then Eagles quarterback Gardner Minshew got the start against the Cowboys. A game in which the Eagles could have won, but obviously we all know a couple mistakes cost them that game. But that's neither here nor there. All we were hearing about was Dak Prescott's record against the NFC East, about how he performed so well against the Eagles. That's what we were hearing coming to this game. And yeah, Eagles get the job done. They didn't make it easy on themselves by no stretch of the imagination. It was one of those games where you were truly biting your nails throughout. But that's what we come to expect. When the Eagles and the Cowboys have a showdown, it is one of those games that you expect to have a crazy ending. Now, I said the Eagles were going to win this game by a score of 35-28. That was my score prediction. Obviously, the Eagles put up 28 points to win the game. Are we where we want to be at? No, we're not where we want to be at. Still inconsistent at times. The defensive line showed up to play. Secondary is still there's a lot of work that needs to be done with that secondary. But the defense ultimately won the game for us. The defense made some huge stops late in this game, especially late in the fourth quarter. Stop them on a couple fourth downs, and Obviously, though, it came down to the last play, the Cowboys throwing the ball and trying to lateral the ball to try to get in the end zone, but the Eagles made the stop. So, yeah, we're not where we want to be at. Dak Prescott still put up some big numbers against. He put up some big numbers against the secondary, which he normally does. He threw for over 374 yards. So, yeah, we're not where we want to be at. The secondary is still a liability. It is still a big question mark. But like I said, in this game, they made some plays that we needed when it mattered the most. We got the job done. I'm hearing a lot of Cowboy fans go on by excuses with the referees and penalties and all that stuff. The Eagles had penalties as well. So the excuses that I'm hearing, man, shut up, Cowboy fans, and take the L. Like, seriously, shut up and take the L. Because the referees threw some big penalties on the Eagles as well, especially on that last drive, which allowed you guys to get into the red zone, by the way. That allowed you guys to get in the red zone. A couple of penalties about which they were justified, don't get me wrong. A couple of those penalties were definitely justified. But cry me a river about trying to blame the referees for the reason you lost. The Cowboys still have yet to beat a team with a winning record. They beat up on really bad football teams. Let's just keep it real. The Rams, the Giants, the Jets, even though the Jets beat the Eagles, don't get me wrong, the Jets are still, they're still not a great team. They are, I would say they are a middle of the pack team if at best. But the thing about the Philadelphia Eagles is we don't go out there with those fancy blowout wins. We have not had a fancy blowout win yet this season. The closest we had to that was when we beat the Dolphins at home. But we have not had a fancy blowout victory. But it does not matter. The Eagles beat bad teams and they beat good teams. That's what a great team does. It don't matter how much you win by as long as you win. That's the difference between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys cannot beat bad teams. They can't. Good teams. They beat up on bad teams. They blow out bad teams, and then they get overhyped week after week after week. We saw the same thing last week after they beat the Rams. I'm like, the Eagles beat the Rams a couple weeks prior, but you didn't hear the media making a fuss about that. But when the Cowboys did it, you had to hear, the Cowboys they're back on track. They're for real. But how quick we forget how they got blown out against the 49ers a few weeks ago. How quickly we forget. But yeah, this game right here, man, this game had you standing up on your heels the entire time. It was just absolutely insane. It was your NFC East back and forth showdown, but the Eagles ultimately got the job done, which is a big sigh of relief because I'm so tired of losing to this team with Dak Prescott as their quarterback. It felt so great to get that victory against them. We'll see them again, obviously, down the road, in Dallas next time, Arlington next time. But I'm going to enjoy this win. We have a bye week coming up. Next week is our bye week. And then we come back out the following week, Monday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, for the time, I'm going to enjoy this win. And we got guys that are banged up, that are dealing with injuries. Just praying for Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert went down to a big catch and first down for us that set us up. Huge play. And the Dallas Cowboy defender, Luggy, landed on his forearm, and he's going to be getting the x-ray. So hopefully Dallas Goedert is going to be fine. Hopefully, a week of rest, with the bye week. I'm praying that Dallas Goedert will be ready to go against the Chiefs in week 11. But Jalen Hurts took a couple big hits. That's something that we have got to clean up. Jordan Mailata, love the guy. Absolutely love Jordan Mailata, but you are way too big to be getting pushed around by Parsons like that, Micah Parsons like that. But to his credit, his protection was a lot better in that second half. So to his credit, they made their adjustments. The defense made some adjustments and ultimately got some big stops for us. Going over the stats of this game for the Eagles here. not out there, out of this world numbers by Jalen Hurts. No, but Jalen Hurts had an overall solid day. He was 17 for 23, 207 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's the big part. DeAndre Swift, when it came to rushing, 18 carries for 43 yards, 2.4 average a carry. Jalen Hurts, 10 carries for 36 yards, 3.6 average a carry. He also scored a touchdown on the Philly shove. Kenneth Gainwell, 3 catches for 22 yards, 7.3 yards average a carry. He had the first touchdown of the game. Rashard Penny, 2 catches for 8 yards, 4.0 average a catch. When it came to receiving, A.J. Brown, 7 catches for 66 yards, 9.4 average a catch. One receiver touchdown in this game. So the streak of consecutive 125-yard games is over, but A.J. Brown made some huge contributions for us in this game. Devontae Smith, 3 catches for 51 yards, 17.0 average a catch. He also had a touchdown in the third quarter for us, big catch. Dallas Goedert, 3 catches for 50 yards, 16.7 average a catch. DeAndre Swift, 2 catches for 31 yards, 15.5 average a catch. Olamide Zaccheaus, 1 catch for 8 yards. Kenneth Gainwell, 1 catch for 1 yard. Defensively, Zach Cunningham, 8 tackles, 2 tackle assists. James Bradbury, who had an up and down day. He did have that big stop on 4th and 8 for us, but yeah, up and down day for him. But 6 tackles. Kevin Byard, 5 tackles, 4 tackle assists. Darius Slade, 5 tackles, 3 tackle assists, including a huge tackle where he lifted Dak Prescott up at the Dak Prescott was trying to get to the end zone, and it was a touchdown saving hit by Darius Slade there. Reed Blankenship, 4 tackles, 3 tackle assists. Eli Ricks, who 3 tackles, 1 tackle assist, got burned multiple times by CeeDee Lamb. Should not have been on CeeDee Lamb to begin with. Josh Sweat, 2 tackles, 2 tackle assists, including 1 big crucial sack late in the game for us. Sidney Brown, 2 tackles, 1 tackle assist. Hassan Reddick, 2 tackles, 1 sack, a crucial sack for us. Nakobe Dean, 1 tackle, 2 tackle assist, half a sack. Brandon Graham, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist, 1.5, a sack and a half, crucial sack for us. Jalen Carter, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist, credit with half a sack as well. Nicholas Morrow, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Jordan Davis, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Fletcher Cox, 2 tackle assists, also credit with half a sack. Patrick Johnson, 1 tackle assist. When it comes to punt returns, Brenton Covey, one return for 4 yards. When it comes to extra points, Jake Elliott was perfect with extra points. Punting wise, Braden Mann was called upon 5 times, 259 yards punting, 51.8 average a punt, 2 punts within the 2-yard line. Now, overview of the scoring in this game, with 5 minutes and 46 seconds in the first quarter, Kenneth Gainwell ran in for a 12-yard touchdown. Jake Elliott kicked the extra point. That was called back a couple times because of penalties, but score 7-0. That first drive was crazy, That first drive, a couple fourth downs, including one that we were deep and outside the field, but the good old Philly shove we used to get the first down there. With 1 minute and 37 seconds in the first quarter, Jake Ferguson caught a 4-yard touchdown pass from Dak Prescott. The score is now 7-7 after Brandon Aubrey extra point. With 11 minutes and 16 seconds in the second quarter, Cavante Turpin called a 5-yard touchdown pass from Dak Prescott. Brandon Aubrey with the extra point, 14-7 Dallas. With 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second quarter, Jalen Hurts with a 1-yard touchdown run, the Philly shove on the goal line. Jake Elliott with the extra point. The score is now 14-14 tie game. With 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the second quarter, Brandon Aubrey kicks a 51-yard field goal, scores 17-14. Eagles try to get a drive, late in the second quarter to at least get in field goal range. Wasn't able to do that. The score is 17-14 at halftime. Third quarter was completely the Eagles. The Eagles down. That was completely their quarter. With 11 minutes and 23 seconds in the third quarter, Devontae Smith called a 29-yard touchdown pass for Jalen Hurts. Jake Elliott with the extra point. It is now 21-17 Eagles. Eagles will not relinquish the lead again in this game. With 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the third quarter, AJ Brown catches a 4-yard touchdown pass from from Jalen Hurts. Jake Elliott with the extra kick. The score is now 28-17 Eagles. You're thinking to yourself, okay, we got the Cowboys where we want them at. We got them where we want them at. Beautiful. Couple drives there. The Cowboys, marching it down the field. They're going for it on fourth down. Trying to throw a touchdown pass to Ferguson. Ferguson at first, they called it a touchdown at first, but it was on fourth down. But then it was clearly shown that the ball did not cross the plane. That was on fourth down, so that was a turnover on downs. Eagles get the ball back. They're on their goal line because it was right there on the 1-yard line. Not able to do anything with that. Cowboys get the ball back. With 6 minutes and 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Jalen Tolbert catches a 7-yard touchdown pass from Dak Prescott. The score is now 23-28 Eagles. The Cowboys try to go for a 2-point conversion. It fails. Cowboys, after the Eagles, they force the Eagles a 3-and-out. Cowboys, they try to score. On fourth, they go for it on 4th and 8. It is a stop there by Bradbury, who had a very up and down day. But it's still not over. Eagles get the ball back. They had the opportunity to close it out, but they can't close it out. Third and 3. It was 3rd and 3. Jalen Hurts trying to go with the dagger throw, a deep pass to AJ Brown, which I thought was just dumb. I'm like, I get you trying to go with a dagger, but get the first down first before you try to go for the big play. It just made no sense, all that. Still gave the Cowboys life. They still got life. Eagles still make another stop. You think to yourself, okay, cool. Eagles the Eagles get the ball back after another stop by the Eagles defense. The Eagles get the ball back with like 1 minute some change. All they need is one first down. The Cowboys have all their timeouts. Force them to use those timeouts. Just get that one first down. But the Eagles can't do that. Of course not. We can't get that one first down. So it comes down to, with 46 minutes on the clock, Cowboys have a shot to win the game. And then you're looking at this final drive here, a couple penalties here and there that gave the Cowboys life and got them deeper to the Eagles side of the field. Yeah, couple bad penalties there. That really set the Cowboys up to win this game. Couple throw attempts, obviously incomplete. The final throw by Dak of the game, he throws it to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb catches it within the 5-yard line. He tries to lad the ball off and try to give it to somebody nearby to try to run it in. The Eagles make the stop. The Eagles defeat the Dallas Cowboys 28-23. It feels good to beat this team with Dak Prescott, because that's what we have been hearing for so long, that Dak Prescott has the Eagles number, which was true, if we're being honest. He really did. It felt good to beat this team with Dak Prescott. Looking at the numbers here, total yards, Cowboys had 406 yards total. Eagles had 293 yards total. When it came to passing yards, the Cowboys had 333 yards. I think that's a little bit off. Let's say 374 yards. The Eagles had 200, a little bit over 200 yards passing. Rushing, the Cowboys had 73 yards rushing. Eagles had 109 yards rushing. Yards per play, the Cowboys had 5.8 yards per play. Eagles had 4.9 yards per play. So, yeah. It was definitely a dogfight. That's the best way to put it, man. It was your typical NFC East dogfight. And that's usually how it is. When the Eagles and the Cowboys clash, it's normally a dogfight. When it came to total first downs, Cowboys had 27 first downs. Eagles had 20 first downs. Third down efficiency, Cowboys were 6 for 15. Eagles were 7 for 14. Third down efficiency, Cowboys were 3 for 5. Eagles were 2 for 2. Total plays ran, Cowboys ran 70 plays. Eagles ran 59 plays. Sacks allowed, the Cowboys gave up 5 sacks. Eagles gave up 3. Number of punts, Cowboys punted twice. Eagles punted 5 times. Penalties, they both had 10 penalties. The Cowboys 10 penalties for 83 yards. Eagles 10 penalties for 98 yards. Fumble loss. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. There were 2 opportunities. There were 2 moments that the Eagles could have fumbled. Even though it was earlier in the game, Swift fumbled the ball, but he got back on the fumble. Later on in the game, that could have set the Cowboys up very nice. The Eagles almost fumbled, but then they recovered that one as well. But the Cowboys had a fumble. The Eagles had 2 near fumbles, but they did not fumble the ball. No interceptions thrown by either team. Now the Eagles surprisingly won the time possession battle. The Cowboys had the ball for 29 minutes and 42 seconds. Eagles held the ball for 30 minutes and 18 seconds. So surprisingly, the Eagles slightly won the battle of time possession. But this team is not where they need to be at. But I am proud of this Eagles team because they don't win pretty. We have not won a game pretty, but we find ways to win. We persevere, we stick it through, and that's the testament of a great football team. We know how great this team can be if they will put together a full game. They have yet to put together a full game, but it does not matter. They are still winning, and they are still beating quality opponents out there. That is the difference between the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Eagles beat bad teams and good teams. The Cowboys have only beat bad teams. They remind me a lot of the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins, again, cannot beat a good team. They lost to the Chiefs in Germany today. So Eagles have a bye week. Bye week this week 10, so they will not be playing, which cannot come soon enough because the injuries have been piling up on us, and these guys need some rest. They need some recuperation, especially Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, Dallas Goedert. Those guys need to rest up because it's a tough stretch coming up. Like I said, Monday Night Football, Week 11, Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs rematch of Super Bowl 57. That is going to be a big showdown at Arrowhead Stadium. So I'm going to enjoy this win. There is no team I despise more than the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't give a damn how we win the game. We won, and that ultimately is all I care about. We won. That's all that matters. So I'm going to enjoy this win. Cowboy fans, a lot of these Cowboy fans can make all the excuses they want to, including my brother and my sister-in-law who are diehard Cowboy fans. I was texting them prior to, after the game, and the excuses they were making was just hilarious, But I don't care what they got to say. At the end of the day, the better team won. The Eagles are the better team. The Eagles have a 2.5 game lead of the NFC East. The Cowboys next week, they have what should be an easy game for them against the New York Giants, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, right now the Eagles are sitting with a nice cushion in the NFC East, and they gotta get healthy. Try to get as healthy as possible during this bye week and come back because the schedule gets tougher, man, and we're gonna see just how good this team is in that final stretch in that tough stretch of the schedule. But let's enjoy this. We're 8-1. On top of the NFC East, best record in the NFL in general. Let's enjoy this win, baby. Eagles defeat the Dallas Cowboys again, 28-23. Let's enjoy this win. As always, go Birds. Spunky Nights on one is out of here. Fly, Eagle, fly. Go Birds. Peace.
That's all, folks.